What is up, Sideways fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you recognize the Supra behind me, this is our buddy Eddie's Supra. The car makes about 760 horsepower. We're going for some big boy shit now. We're gonna be moving the car from 700 to trying to hopefully hit 1,000 horsepower. We got a fully built block, fully built head, lots of goodies, brand new turbo, a lot of system that we're gonna be changing on this thing. Let me go ahead and flip the camera and show you what we're working with right now and what we're gonna be doing. Anybody that doesn't know anything about this car, this is a Euro Spec 2jz GTE twin turbo 6-speed Mark IV Supra. I've had this car in our crew for a little over a year now, and he's been super happy with it, but we're looking for more power now. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be ripping out all the ABS stuff. We're gonna be going ahead and putting, we're gonna be, that's gonna be staying. We're gonna be ripping out all of the ABS stuff on this side, changing all the power steering system to something a little bit better. We're gonna be converting the intake manifold, and everything's gonna be going to now a Build It black one, just so that can look a little bit better, because everything's gonna be black on the system, black valve covers and red top cover still, but we're gonna have a black intake manifold, a black turbo, and a bunch of powerhouse racing stuff that's gonna look super, super nice on this thing. So we're gonna be changing just a bunch of, pretty much the whole entire system. So we got some 2150cc injectors. We're gonna be getting rid of the 1300s that are in here. They are from FMS, but we're still gonna be running them, just a bigger injector. As far as downpipe and manifold go, we're still gonna be running this Superstar manifold that we have. Getting rid of the 68, 65, I believe we have like a 72, 76 or 74, 76 or something like that we got instead from Comp. They went ahead and gave us a triple ball bearing billet turbo. We're going to be putting in place of this one. The downpipe and everything else should bolt right in, but we're going to have to remove this engine because we have a fully built motor for him now that we put together, or that we're going to be putting together also in this series. We got to go ahead and finally get the dipstick stuff mounted and put there, because that thing was always falling out. And a couple of little knick-knack odds and ends stuff. So let me go ahead, and we're first gonna start tearing all this stuff out. I'm gonna leave the trans in the car for now. I probably will have to pull it out later because I have a twin plate, or I think it's a RPS, triple carbon or dual carbon twin plate clutch we're gonna be putting in, where we can still retain the factory clutch fork. It's something I haven't used before, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. So, I mean, overall the car is freaking beautiful. It has been kept in like pretty much pristine condition. This is not my Mark IV. I know we do a lot of red ones, but yeah, beautiful Euro Spec car. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Might have got a little ahead of myself, but everything is ready to pull. Everything's disconnected. We're getting the engine out of the car right now, and we'll get going on building that new motor, putting it together, and getting it back in the car. Alrighty, so she's out. We are going to start to pull all the ABS stuff out right now. So let's get it done. Alrighty guys, it's a new morning. I just got here super early, and we have Eddie's fully built block right here next to us. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera right now and show you everything that was done to this block to be able to get us to that 1,000+ horsepower mark. This is gonna be like a 1,400 horsepower rated block. I will go over all of the different things that we did to build this, and then we're gonna start putting the head on, getting through all the head work that got done and everything too, and getting the whole entire engine hopefully assembled today. I do need to go to Toyota and pick up the O-rings for the oil pump and a few other small things today, just to be able to get the engine together. I need to finish bunging the pan and a couple other small things, but let's go ahead and get right into it. So look at this beauty, you guys. Oh my God. Brand new freeze plugs, fully painted block. Everything's been thermofluxed and pulled apart to make sure there's no cracks. It's been all cleaned properly. You can see the inside of the block is just spotless. All the machine work's been spot on. Go ahead and flip the engine right now so you can see, and then I'll start going over what we're gonna be doing to make this power. So look at this gorgeous bottom end. You can see those Real Street Performance main caps in there, right there. Real Street Performance. So to go over the setup that we have Manly H-Tough rods, and we have our, well, obviously it's been line honed for the Real Street main caps with the ARP hardware. So that'll all be done. That'll be able to hold that center section of the crank together so you can make that power and not bend the crank or whatever other happens on the factory main caps. The pistons we put in it, we put CP 10-to-1 pistons in it. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. There is a few small things that we're gonna have to get to. Like I said, we're gonna need to replace the O-ring in here. And also on the oil pump, there's 2 O-rings here that we need to get. I do have the water pump stuff. We got all new everything for this thing, so it's gonna look beautiful when we're done. So let's go ahead and get the engine flipped back over up top. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the head on and rotating the engine to TDC, and we'll go over what we need to do on the head. Alrighty, so we got our brand new Tomei head gasket. This is gonna be going in. This is a 1.5 head gasket. We have our ARP 2000 head studs. You can see these are completely different, not that black stuff anymore. They are all wrapped individually. Everything's all nice and pretty. You even have a torque sequence for the ARP 2000 or whatever they call them. They're called, this is the part number, 2034301. So the torque spec on these is 100 foot-pounds. The ones for the like cheapy head studs are like 75 or 80 foot-pounds. So you can tell these are definitely a lot gnarlier. It says to make sure that you use obviously the Molly to go ahead and get the proper torque sequence on everything, and it shows you just kind of the whole thing. I mean, what I'm going to do right now is I have copper gasket spray. I'm going to go ahead and spray the head gasket down. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy about that. They think it doesn't do anything. I've had really good experiences. None of my head gaskets on any of my cars have ever blown. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this real quick. We're going to go ahead and set it on, and then we'll get the brand new head out of the packaging over there, and we'll go through all of the mods that got into that thing, and then head and block will be assembled. We can start getting the front of the engine together and get it going. So this is Eddie's fully built head. We went ahead and put GSC stainless race valves in this. They are standard size, but are way stronger. I went ahead and put GSC valve guides, the Braun valve guides in this thing. And if you can see, the head has been fully ported. This is a full race port. You can kind of get an idea of how nice this is. These are the BC Stage 4 Plus cams. So I'll have to go and look and see what they are. I think they're like a 278 or something like that from my understanding. But they are in, and everything's been R&R'd on the head. You have all the lash and everything already been preset on the head, so everything will be good to go. This is a 100% brand new head, by the way, too, from Toyota. That we went ahead and just did all the work to. You can see the port work is just freaking amazing. I have some videos, I believe, of right after porting, before the valves went in and everything too, that I'll be able to link in here, when the block was getting line honed and a bunch of other stuff too. I have a bunch of machine work pictures and stuff that we're going to be doing. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go ahead and pop the cams out. I'm going to go ahead and get the head on the block. Alrighty guys, so 625 head studs are installed, torqued to 100 foot-pounds in increments. That was pretty intense. So everything's all done. I double checked everything. We're going to go ahead and start putting the cams back in and getting all that torque down. Then we can start putting cam seals in, water pump, oil pump, seals, stuff like that. So looks pretty good. Alrighty guys, well, cams are in. Everything's all nice and torqued down. That took a while because these cams are probably the biggest cams I've ever installed in an engine. So what we're gonna do next is I have our drift motion high RPM modified oil pump right here. The new CNC ones are labeled up there. The old ones used to just have like a sticker or something on the back of them. But this is going on. We're gonna be going ahead and installing our new timing belt, new water pump. We have a brand new tensioner. We have a brand new idler, brand new front main, rear main seal. Got the drift motion idler, or tensioner, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be going on. I need to pick up a new washer and bolt for that, just to make sure that we're where we need to be. So I have a set of cam seals right there. Front main seal, rear main seal. These need to go on. Put these over here. But we're going. I actually ended up finding all the O-rings that I needed. The oil pump ones, the water pump one, it's in. So we can just get the hardware right now and start blasting everything together. So let's go ahead and get that done. So a little update, turbo's on, manifold's on. We went ahead and got all new studs and copper lock nut hardware for the exhaust manifold. So that's all done. Intake manifold got mocked up as well. Went ahead and bolted that on. Went ahead and put the EGR piece on the back of the head over there. So we're looking pretty good. I went ahead and put, as you saw probably earlier, the oil pump, the water pump's on. All the oil pan stuff is done. Rear main seal housing and new seal is installed. I gotta wait for the Powerhouse Racing trigger wheel to come in so we can put the crank trigger sensor in. And yeah, we got a new water pump pipe today from Drift Motion with new O-rings and a few other small things. We're gonna go ahead and paint a water neck and weld up a new water neck for him to do the satin black thing with the satin black valve covers. I still need to double check the torque on the head just to make sure everything is all good now after we do a little bit of rotation on it. Make sure everything doesn't collide, everything feels good with the rotation after the belt goes on. And yeah, we're looking really, really good. So today we got an engine built at the shop today. I mean, besides the valve covers and a few little accessories, it's pretty much done. That turbo looks super awesome. Can't wait to see it go ahead and make some power on that. Customers should be super, super excited and happy. And yeah, we still need to pull the gate off. We're gonna go ahead and put a bigger spring in it just in case, get us up in that boost where we're gonna need it to make the power that we're looking for. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. I'm putting everything together. It's pretty late today. We're gonna go ahead and head home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to kind of link in to the last video that we posted for the 2,000 horsepower cars that we did. Q did a lot of the stuff at his house and kind of assembled the motor before he went ahead and brought it. It was supposed to be done here, but I didn't really have the time. A lot of personal shit kind of going on, so we ended up just went ahead and letting him do that. I've already gone ahead and both cars have already left, and this will be a video that probably should have been released before the other one, but it'll kind of just blend into it anyways later on. So we're gonna go ahead and end it here. That way you guys can at least have another part of the other main video that I just posted to kind of just run you guys through how it was all done and kind of where it got to be where it's going to be. We have high expectations for both cars. I am a little worried once again about the turbo. You know, we're running a, I believe it's a 72, 76, or 78 with a 1.0 twin scroll housing, rear housing. And it's just kind of one of those things where I think we probably should have gone bigger, like a 72, 76, for the power that he's going for. It would have made it a little bit easier. You might be stretching that turbo out to where it's not going to be efficient. So I don't really know. We'll have to see what happens on dyno. Regardless, Compass told us it's not going to be a problem. We'll have to trust them, fingers crossed. If not, we'll have to go bigger turbo, or maybe he'll even go to precision or something different. Who knows? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it again. Till next time, guys. Peace.